Oh, bollocks! Sake. Sliding about. Put it back in its case. Right, so we've got that, there, that, there, mm. Well, yeah, bastard. I'm going to try this trick this way. Better. Got me, what?
I just sent something a messenger, that's funny.
Try his bird's eye. Oh, for fuck's sake. Just like try his bird's eye. Hot and spicy. Yeah, nice. I had 4 chicken steaks with baked beans that first morning I got back, and it was actually a tin of Heinz baked beans with pork sausage, which mother gave me. Quite a bad mistake. I could eat back.
Fuck, I think it's lovely.
Yeah, I'll keep 2/3 of it. I was stuffed. I had it the other night. 4 chicken steaks with baked beans. I forgot baked beans today. And I ate it all. When I was in the Sense charity shop, the one near HSBC, I heard one of the volunteers saying about, Thomas, you better be having a shite. Fuck's sake. Thomas, come on. You dirty bastard. Oh, for fuck's sake. Because Thomas has a habit of when I'm about to eat, he'll have a shite. This bloke was saying that I was look at the DVDs in cents near HSBC, and they've kind of done it colour coordinated. So any DVDs in red, there's a lot of red and white. I said, "Oh yes, I read that Tesco's have told Heinz that because they want to put an extra 58p on the price of their beans, they said we're going to withdraw Heinz baked beans and all that until you agree not to add on extra 38 pence because we think you're taking piss." I thought, well done Tesco's, they can do that. But I always get cheap beans anyway because they're just as good. It is. I might end up just getting these from Aldi because but we enjoyed Tesco's today. Really enjoyed it. Being better if we were like live nearby. Yeah, definitely live nearby, man. It'd be great. Oh, lovely. I mean, these are lovely as a snack. I mean, I doused mine in brown pepper. I remember bastard canteen at Chicken Factory. They stopped having white pepper and black pepper because it may contain nuts. So they end up, because I used to like get, was it like a bowl of chips? And I used to get one of their, I'm not sure white or brown, black pepper. I used to drown it in pepper. And then you couldn't get it for love nor money because it may contain nuts. So they end up with them pissing sachets. And I cocked up one day with, I'm not sure if it was rice pudding. Unbeknownst to me, I obviously put sugar in your rice pudding. And there was a great big bowl of what looked like sugar on the side. So I spooned it in. I just took a mouthful and went, oh, fucking hell. Little bastard salt. Got a fucking hell. I did it once at Magnolia on my chips. What I thought was salt with sugar. with sugar.
So,
Oh. Yeah. In Amityville 2, it features one of the coaches from the first Rocky film. Burt Young. Remember the boxing coach from Rocky? Not Burgess Meredith. For fuck's sake. I mean, Burt Young. Oh, beautiful. It is Burt Young. Yeah. He plays Father DeFeo in the flashback. For fuck's sake. The flashback sequence, which is. Because it's like. For fuck's sake. The second film is supposedly a prequel to the first film. Fuck's sake.
What's that? Fuck's up. So they got Tourette.
Is that black pepper?
Got ticks.
The fourth film, which I've got somewhere, it's just. I haven't watched it all, but it does seem a bit far-fetched. This mother whose husband whose husband dies, and they move. Fuck's sake! They move into. They move into her mother's house, which happens to be the house at Amityville. And this young kid is like susceptible to spirits and all that. And there's a lamp, one lamp in particular, which they think is where the father communicates through this fucking lamp. There's one film that I remember vaguely, and I can't remember much about it to try and find it. All I remember is they go to a house like Amityville, and at the end they escape, but the husband goes back in for some reason, and he gets ejected out of the window by the fucking bastard pepper.
Too much.
Oh God, mate. I put bad enough me sneezing at bloody bone wood that time. That was bad enough. Me having that sneeze fest at bloody White House Avenue and Shenley Road, and I rang you up. Oh, right. Oh.
Hey lady, looks like you got another woman in. Want me to check it out for you?
Oh.
Alright, thank you.
Oh, okay.
You got a problem in here, lady. Must be a busted sewer line or something.
You know, it's a pity that that fish and chip shop didn't start frying at 4 o'clock. But I checked. Apparently, they start frying at 4:30. I mean, if you do fancy, uh, if you do want like a late night curry, when we get back, I would definitely watch your portion. Yourself, I said me and Gus are going to share a bag of chips because you always get too much. And depending on what they say their size of fish is, it could be small, it could be medium. Because I don't want to.
Like,
But
they're small. They're small. Could be like the size of the whale.
exactly. Well, you could.
Or
Yeah.
the large could be the size of the kids' fish. Size of the goldfish.
I mean, as long as it fills the hole, because I know at the end of the day that I've got. For me, I'll ask for scraps. But
That's a good idea, isn't it?
yeah.
Scraps.
But I know that I've got that curry to get home to, so if it fills the hole just long enough to get me through till I get home, and I can tuck into that curry, then it's win-win. But if I face myself, then it'll be like good night, midnight snack.
Another tip is try and listen to the new album a couple of times to get familiar with the songs.
What's that got to do with eating food?
Now,
Yeah, I will have a listen to it. I mean, it's got rave reviews and the concerts. What I've seen in the TFB's group, I've got rave reviews. Obviously, I think he wrote one about his wife's suicide or something. So, you know, it makes you want to listen to their on Spotify their super deluxe versions of like songs from the Big Chair. For fuck's sake, there's two of them. Songs from the Big Chair. What's the first one? The 83.
Hurting.
Yeah, the Hurting. Yeah. And then Opposite Seas of Love. 89. So sometimes it's nice to see the work in progress stuff. You know, it's a pity me and Gusher weren't residents in Brid, because it'll be super brilliant for us, because like, you know, they have the gig, we know where to go in Brid for a late night, well, Pavilion Bar, get back to Brid, quick chicken nuggets, straight down to the Pavilion Bar, not sup till about 2 o'clock in the morning. Oh yes.
What do you think's the best time to set off? Is it 4 or trying to be extra careful go after 3?
I would say 2:30.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah, sorry, yeah,
2:30 because
you know if other people have the same idea as well.
well, we don't know if there's going to be any roadworks or any diversions because the quickest route to take to Scarborough is take the Staxton Hill route. So when we get to like 10 mile out of Brid, we turn off towards Scarborough and then eventually go down I think a place called Foxholes and somewhere else, and eventually come into that hill we keep in low gear, and then I'm not sure if we went. Did we go to that pub just at the bottom of the hill?
I
I think it's called the Fox and Hounds. Then it was called the Fox and Hounds or the Hare and Hounds. Is that a hill on the outskirts of Scab called Staxton Hill? We're keeping low gear, and there's like an escape lane, and then eventually get down to like a crossroads where it's traffic lights, and then you turn right to go towards Scarborough. Well, that's route because sometimes you get snow traffic there, because that's where you go past that big Morrison's, and what used to be a Hungry Horse, but it's now a fish and chip place.
guess we always had that bloody jug of gravy. That
Yeah.
big meal.
Yeah, it's no longer a Hungry Horse. It was once, but it's now a fish and chip place. That's in the same area where the Morrison's is. But we go straight on into Fallsgrave, which is Gareth Grant's old stomping ground. Where there was a brilliant fish and chip shop near what used to be the old football ground. I went there with my granddad a few times, and I think they suffered once the football ground went tits up. So I mean, I tried a few times with our lass, but there was just
But
there was nothing.
Gareth and Keith, they always queue up for food on the 52 shift, 8 o'clock in the morning, and 2 to 10, 4 o'clock in the afternoon. Fucking early. So they work 2 hours and then they go and get the grub. That's fucking out starving into the ships.
So where's Keith now, like?
Oh, apologising.
And Gareth, is he still no ingredients?
No, he's apologising as well.
Somebody is here.
Do you think that Rochelle's turned into a man?
No.
I mean, don't get me wrong, she's bonny.
But compete for the trying to compete for Miss Great Britain.
Mr. Great Britain. I mean, she's bonny, don't get me wrong. I know she's taken over Val's job, hasn't she?
A what?
Val Moulds.
Yeah.
Yeah. I thought if we ever did say if did because we've got Operation Scunthorpe, which is a lot like the lower end of a lottery win. Where I still can get to the airport quite reasonable, and we do most of our shopping. We love the Asda at Westcliff.
I need to go to the boardroom in 2 weeks' time.
Why? Are they begging you to stay?
No, I was getting the long service award.
Getting a what? Long service award.
Yeah.
Oh, it's one of those make us look good, patronising, clap, clap, clap. It pull, smile, snap.
Take picture taken, bit of grub, and then basically, well, now fuck off back to line.
Yeah. Well, you've been here half an hour, so work half an hour extra to make up your time lost. Yeah, set of bastard. I'm looking.
See if we can pick, say, we
Oh,
look forward to you completing more milestones.
is the child catcher still there?
Yeah, both of them.
Both of them. I know there's Dick Pick Panther. Oh yeah.
Yeah, that for the in-my-opening dispatch.
And nobody bothers him like.
No.
So is the Dick Pick Panther who's got an active sex life according to the papers? Is he kind of remorseful? Do you know?
No, just keeps himself to himself. I very rarely sleep.
Mm.
Probably about once a week, in fact.
And think you should like your twice a year blowout.
People blowing out a different area, isn't it?
Yeah. But I mean, I mean, I'm not say when I talk about like Beverly and Brid. I mean, honestly, Jeff Beverly. Oh, it's a more accessible version, downsized version of York. It really is. It's lovely. The main drag up shops from what's called Butcher's Row. From one side where there's a little smaller area where there's like the YMCA charity shop in Age UK, to the other end, which opens up into the market square where there's a King's Head, the Grapes, and our favourite pub, the Green Dragon, where they had a double char-grilled burger with fries for £8.95, and I couldn't even manage the fries. She had the katsu chicken curry. Delightful pub. Or the Green Dragon is like, if we live in Beverley, that will be our local. Absolutely fabulous. Then went to Brid. It was their idea. We were like dropped you off, and I was going to Asda to pop some, £10 worth of diesel in. Cause it's like 4p litre cheaper than Tesco. Because when we got there, they were sold out. Now en route, Ella said, "Oh, it'd be a lovely day for," and I finished a sentence. "Let's go to Seaside." She said, "Yes." I said, "Well, if you want to go to Seaside, you have to help me out with diesel." And then we got to Asda, sold out of diesel, so we had to go back up that road to Berkeley Circle to Tesco's, and I put, she gave me a card, I put 20 quid worth in. Then went over Ummer Bridge, went through Beverley, got to Brid, unfortunately the contactless thing won't work on the machine, so she had 2 quid spare change. Well, if we go over 6 o'clock, you get it's out till 8 o'clock anyway. It was 4:48 or 38, and the expiry time was 6:38. I thought, well, and then we went up to walk along Harbour and that, and it was lovely. Oh, absolutely. She loves it there at Brid. The breeze, it's so like therapeutic. And then she said, went past the Pavilion Bar where you got that number off that time, and you were texting her and ringing her, and the next morning you no response. You went, what the? Oh, remember? I mean, it's a while ago. We were sitting at that bloody dodgy pub, and she was there with a mate from Leeds. She lived in Brid, and I said to you, how the hell are you going to get there? You live in Scunthorpe, you ain't got a car. Oh, I can get a coach. Anyway, there was no response from her. You were texting her quite a lot, and then she just thought, oh, for fuck's sake. Anyway, we went, she was about having a sup. So I said, well, I'm not sure if I'm stuffed or if I'm hungry, because I don't know how to gauge it. I said, well, best have something to eat first. And then we walked past what was Mr. P's, now shipped to shore. And it said small fish and chips, £4.80. Regular, £6.95. So I thought, well, we've got some when we get back. We'll have, she paid. So we got, I mean, for you, it would have been like just eating 4 biscuits. But the fish, oh my god, man. Oh, piping hot. Out at fryer. Excellent quality. The chips slightly overdone, but I ate all of them. Apart from scrag ends. And we ate them, that open area across the road there, overlooking the North Beach. With that sea breeze. And then we went down to front where the fairground or the fun rides are and that are. And then correction. We carried on the street level. I went down the Jerome's ice cream parlour side of the Pavilion Bar, and I got a pint of Moretti's and I had a pint of Portland. Mine was more like a blonde than an amber ale. She enjoyed hers. From pictures you'll think we're in Spain. And it was that point, God, if we could win, if we could win enough brass, Bridlington would be like our main residence. But would that be enough where every time you just come to ours, I would hire you a stretch limousine with real ale and films. But I would get the train back to Scunthorpe, or bus back to Scunthorpe and join you. So we could have like a couple of hours back in stretch limousine, having real ale and watching films. Because it's that's pure fancy, like, but.
That's I just found Kevin Aaron
But there's this one house, and we need a big win on the lotto. It's uh, it's 50k short of a million. I'm not su- I'm not surprised where location is. Where we come into Brid, as you know, we come in from the south end, and then we'll come out onto the south beach area. Well, before you get to the beach area, there's like a crossroads. If you turn right there, then left, the house is there. Because one of the pictures on the website clearly shows like there's like a living room on the first floor with views over the South Bay. You're thinking, wow. But for me, I would need a cinema room. Without a doubt, I would need a cinema room because that would be our main activity. Um, like watching our films. Like lazy boy chairs with the footrests and somewhere to put your pint glass and maybe a bowl of salted peanuts and poppadoms, whatever. Um, and not to annoy everyone around it, like headphones with quadraphonic sound or something. So I get the full cinematic experience, even if you're watching Captain Clegg or The Skull. Because like, every time I watch Downton Abbey and I see that drawing room and I think I see all those books and I think DVDs, brilliant. I can't, I can do miss normal TV to some degree, but part of me doesn't. I've got enough films here to bloody stock my own pissing charity shop.
Mm.
But it's why I try to get to question because there's sometimes where she doesn't understand why I'm up so late. And like I said to her, I don't like to clock watch for starters. When I get opportunity to like watch the films with gay abandon, I don't want to be restrained like, oh, go to bed by a certain time. If I feel like I got the work in the morning or bakery run or anything like that, then if it's like one proper shift this week where I can do that, next week could be Friday, Saturday. Don't want to take advantage of it. I mean, she's an early bird. Even when she books her holidays, she's up at like 6 or 7. Whereas I'm a night owl. We're both night owls.